Okay, good day once again, my dear Divinians, my dear grade 11 learners of the Divine Word High School of Danaili. So let's review our past lesson. So pinag-aralan natin itong mga questions na ito sa fourth commandment, honor your father and your mother. So pinag-aralan natin what does the fourth commandment require. So review your lessons, no? What is the nature of the family in the plan of God? No, may dalawang purpose ang pamilya. So baka lalabas yan sa exam, lalo nga sa quiz. What place does the family occupy in society? Napakahalaga ang papel ng pamilya sa lipunan. What are the duties the society has toward the family na suportahan ng gobyerno ng lipunan ng pamilya? At pinag-aralan rin natin yung responsibilidad natin sa ating mga magulang. So later on, in the future, you'll also become magulang. So hindi yung magulang na magulang sa basketball, kundi may gulang, may edad. No? So ibig sabihin, you are parents. Alright? So ngayon, balik rin natin yung question. What are the duties of parents toward their children? Ano naman ang responsibilidad ngayon ng magulang sa mga anak? May responsibilidad ang mga anak sa mga magulang. Parents, in virtue of their participation in the fatherhood of God. Ang dakilang ama, ang dakilang ina ay Diyos. Tayong mga tao ay nagpa-participate lang tayo sa fatherhood and even motherhood of God. Have the first responsibility, itong parents, for the education of their children. No, i-educate natin yung mga anak natin, yung mga anak ninyo in the future. Yung mga magulang ba ninyo, are they educating you? If not so much, then learn from their mistakes so that you will not repeat it when you become parents. You educate your children in the values, no? Kung pag may pagkabalasubas, pagkabastos o pagkamasama ang mga anak, kanino nagre-reflect? Sa mga magulang. Kung anong puno, siya rin yung bunga, sinasabi natin. So, when you become parents, do your best to be the best father and mother that you can. So, yan. And they are the first heralds of the faith for them. Ang unang magturo sa pananampalataya ay ang mga nanay at tatay, hindi mga katekista, hindi si Father Jess o anumang mga pari, no? Kayo, mga parents, ang unang magturo ng sign of the cross, yung mga basic prayers na napanood ninyo, yun ang ituturo ninyo sa mga anak ninyo, pagro-rosaryo, blah, 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 no? So, they have the duty, parents have the duty to love. Mamahalin mo yung mga anak mo and respect. Igalang din ang mga anak as persons, hindi gamit, no? Hindi utusan, hindi alipin ng mga anak. At ibabaonim, no? They are persons and children of God. Lalong-lalo na kapag nabinyagan ang mga bata, no? Sila na ay anak rin ng Diyos. To provide, no? Mag-provide ng food, clothing, and shelter. As far as possible, magtrabaho kayo, no? Para meron kang ipapakain, meron ibibigay na necessities ng mga anak. No? Provide as far as is possible for their physical needs. They need something for their education, no? Kaya wag kayong magkapamilya kapag hindi kayo handa, no? Kayo ba kapag high school pa lang kayo, college pa lang kayo, kaya na ba ninyong mag-provide para sa mga anak ninyo? O hihingi pa kayo kay mama at papa para sa mga apo nila, no? So, when you get married, you must be ready. Kaya sabi ko nga, 25 to 30, that's the age of marriage para makapag-asawa kayo, no? Makapagpili kayo that you have to have many friends, no? Kaibigan, no? And then, parang yung pagpili ng sapatos, you have to choose what is yung sinasabi nilang compatibility and chemistry. Importanteng dalawang C sa pagpili ng hindi naman the perfect man or the perfect woman basta, pero yan is he or she is the right person for me kasi compatible kami, no? May chemistry kami, o di ba? and spiritual needs ng mga anak, no, yung support, yung presence, no, yung love. So yan, to provide, parents should select for them a suitable school, no, pagpili ng paaralan. In the future, no, mga Divinians kayo, kung nandito kayo sa malapit sa Danaili, dapat tangkilikin ninyo yung Catholic school ninyo para yung faith ay ituturo pa rin sa mga anak ninyo tulad ngayon ng religion, di ba? And help them with prudent counsel. Mag-advise ang mga magulang sa kanilang mga anak in the choice of their profession. Ang mga magulang, hindi sila ang pipili ng kurso ng mga anak and their state of life. Kung sila ba ay single blessedness, married life, or priestly and religious life. No? Kung yung mga anak niyo ay gustong magpari, magmadre, suporta. No? In particular, they have the mission of educating their children in the Christian faith. So kapag parents kayo, you educate your children in the Christian faith. Next question, no? So, Father, paano, how are the parents to educate their children in the Christian faith? Paano? Parents do this mainly by apat na bagay. Example, the good example. Though you will not become perfect parents, do your best to give good example to your children. No? Children imitate what they see and not what they hear. Prayer, dapat madasalin kayo. Family catechesis, you have to catechize your children. And participation in the life of the church. Magsimba, you participate sa buhay ng simbahan. Next question. Okay? Are family bonds an absolute good? No, ibig sabihin yung bonding ng pamilya, yan na bang number one? No? Sino ba dapat ang number one? Sabihin niyo si God, no? Pangalawa lang yung asawa mo o yung pamilya. Yun, number one pa rin lagi si God. Family ties are important. Napakahalaga. Kaya nga number two ang pamilya. But not absolute. Hindi siya yung number one. Because the first vocation of a Christian is to follow Jesus. Number one si God. Number two ang pamilya. No? To follow Jesus ang number one and love Him. Kaya sabi ni Jesus sa Matthew chapter 10 verse 37, He who loves father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. Whoever loves son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. Para bang ibig sabihin, pag ang number one mong pamilya mo ay, no, hindi ka pwedeng maging isang Kristiyano. Number one dapat si God. Buti lang number two yung pamilya. Okay? Parents must support with joy their children's choice to follow Jesus in whatever state of life. Kapag ang mga anak ninyo in the future, they are in love with Jesus, no? They are in love with Jesus in married life, in single blessedness, or religious and priestly life, no? Support them, even in the consecrated life or the priestly ministry. How I dream that one of your children in the future will become like me, a priest or a madre. Diba? Ang sarap kapag may anak kayong pari o madre. You dream about it. And maybe the God will put a desire in the heart of your children, consecrated and priestly life. Next question. How should authority be exercised in the various spheres of civil society? So, itong honor your father and your mother, sabi natin sa first question, ay hindi lang mga biological parents, kundi rin yung may authority to look after our good. Pati rin sa amin, meron kaming authority, parish priest, teachers. Pero paano ba i-exercise ang authority in the various spheres of civil society? Authority should always be exercised as a service. So itong authority kong bilang parish priest, bilang isang school director, bilang isang teacher ay isang serbisyo. respecting fundamental human rights. Yan ang authority, ha. A just hierarchy of values, okay, distributive justice, and the principle of subsidiarity. Okay? All those who exercise authority should seek the interests of the community before their own interest, no? Mas isipin natin yung nakakabuti sa komunidad bago ang aming sariling kabutihan, and allow their decisions to be inspired by the truth about God, about man, and about the world. So yan yung authority na meron sa mga parents, meron sa mga government leaders, meron sa aming mga teachers, no? Mga school administrators, servisya. Irespeto namin yung fundamental rights, yung just hierarchy of values, mas important yung spiritual sa material values. Distributive justice, ibig sabihin, no, na fair ang justice namin. At yung subsidiarity, yung hindi namin akuin yung responsibilidad ninyo, no? So yan, no? So yan yung paano i-exercise ang authority. What are the duties of citizens in regard to civil authorities? Ito, pa-level up tayo. Dati, ba, sa mga parents, sabi natin, ang family is initiation to the social life. Okay? So ngayon, sa civil authorities, ano naman ang duties natin ng mga citizens? Those subject to authority, tayo, should regard those in authority as representatives of God and offer their loyal collaboration for the right functioning of public and social life. So magipag-collaborate tayo sa mga barangay captain, sa LGU, sa merong authority sa parish, sa school. This collaboration includes love and service of one's homeland, the right and duty to vote, importante yan, payment of taxes, and the defense of one's country, and the right to exercise constructive criticism. We can critique the authority pero hindi destructive kundi constructive. Alright? When is a citizen forbidden to obey civil authorities? Okay? A citizen is obliged in conscience not to obey the laws of civil authorities when they are contrary to the demands of the moral order. We must obey God rather than men. Pati rin yung sa mga magulang, kapag sinabi ng magulang mo, magnakaw ka, itinda mo yung sarili mo, mag-prostitute ka para magkaroon ng pera, maging kabit ka ng mayamang tao. No, that is immoral. I-disobey natin kung hindi ito nakakabuti sa atin. So kapag contrary sa demands of the moral order ang pinapagawa ng gobyerno sa atin, ay in conscience we are not we have to disobey the laws. Kaya sabi diyan sa Acts of the Apostles chapter 5 verse 29, we must obey God rather than men. So sana marami kayong natutunan sa fourth commandment, no? Napaka-konti lang pero napakalalim, no? So expect maybe a reflection paper of this, no? And also expect a performance task in this subject. So see you sa next part ng ating subject. We will now deal with the sacrament of marriage. So see you in the next YouTube video.